Hey guys, welcome back. So today is Christmas Day, December 25th, 2017, and I'm doing my 12th holiday look. So we made it all the way to the end. I made it basically the last minute because I knew that I was going to be getting a ton of new makeup for Christmas, so I was like, I have to just try out all this new stuff for the 12th look. So those two things that I chose were Anastasia Prism palette, which are filled with a ton of fun colors, and the Huda Beauty Winter Highlighter palette. Huda Beauty, that's a tongue twister. And I used this shade. So you basically got a really nice neon and blue, smoky, whatever you want to call it. I'm not afraid to try out colors, and I just kind of went for it, and this is like the perfect palette to use. Another thing is that I have a ton of new brushes. My boyfriend did a ton of research on like makeup brushes and what artists really are loving to use right now, and Spectrum is a super popular brand. He got me the Mermaid kit. It's a 12-pack, and it comes with a ton of brushes. And I am obsessed with shadow brushes, so all of these, because that's primarily what I like to do. I have a ton of face brushes as well, and I tried them all out and they worked amazing. So we're going to be using those today. And then my mom also got me some Morphe brushes, and they're kind of like a marble color, so they work really well as well. So a ton of fun stuff, and we'll just kind of dive right in. So the first thing that you want to do is grab just any blending brush. This is kind of how you always start any tutorial. You want to create a crease color and just kind of start to blend so that you can almost create a base for all of your other shadow. So first I took the shade Unity in this palette. Clearly this is my favorite brand for eyeshadows because I now have every single one of the Anastasia palettes that has ever been created. So I just go right in my crease, and you really can barely see it, but that's okay. That's how you start out any eyeshadow look. You just want to do a really close color to your skin tone and create that little crease. Next, we're going to step it up a notch and use the color Eden, which is kind of like a soft peach. And I'm going to focus right on the outer corner in my crease, so it's a little bit deeper towards the end, and then I just blend inward and upward. And I'll do that again. And next, we're going to move on to deeper colors. So I'm going to use, I guess I should be saying the numbers of these brushes, Spectrum A12 brush, and I'm using the color Throne. I just need to show you guys this up close. Holy smokes, I love glitter, and especially when the colors are super pigmented. This is why I love Anastasia, because their palettes are very pigmented and the shadows always go on very nicely. So this color is an all-time favorite already. And I'm just going to tap off my brush after using some of that and focus right in my crease. And it's going to look a little funny at first because it's really dark and really thick. And I'm just going to go at the end in the crease and go downwards like that. And I'm going to keep doing that until I've kind of built it up to be as dark as that on the outside. And what you can do when you're pulling all this color in your crease, you can also flick your brush outwards because we're going for kind of a winged look with the shadow. And don't worry, because it's going to look a little messy at first, but we clean it up a couple different ways. So once you've started to pull that color inwards and it seems fairly blended, you can bring it in towards the center. So now you can kind of see I've created like a little line that's almost like a wing right in my crease. Now that we've done that, I'm going to take a different brush with more product. This is a Spectrum B04 and it's an angled shadow brush. Take some of that product, tap it off, and then go right on the end and pull it out. And I'm focusing on my lid now because I need to get more product right on the bottom to match that side. It's okay if you get some shadow closer to this side, but you want to keep that kind of bare because you're putting a different color over there. So just keep pulling it out, giving it that winged look. See, that looks really messy. Don't worry about it. It's going to be cleaned up. You can also take, since this is an angled brush, take the angled brush this way so that the angled point is going up that way, and then pull it in like that. Okay, so now that we have it mostly covered on my lid, just do a little bit more right near the lash line. I also already have my strip lashes on, so if you want to use those, you can either do them before or after. I just felt like doing it before. And now we're going to take an angled, no, not angled, a concealer brush, just plain concealer brush. This is one of the Morphe brushes, and some concealer or a paint pot. And you're just going to do what we've been doing in the last couple videos for the cut crease. And you're going to keep your eye open and pull that concealer right into that crease. Except the difference this time is that we're stopping in the middle, right where we kind of stopped that shadow. So I'm going to pick up more product, and then I'm going to cover that area and just pull it right into the crease. And what I'm going to do is just barely cover that shadow in the center so that it's kind of starting to blend the concealer and the shadow together. Just like that. Take that same concealer brush and do a line and clean up any shadow that got pulled downwards. This is like a really easy way to clean up shadow and make it look like if you ever do like a wing with eyeliner even, this is a really easy way to clean up a line if you messed up and went too low on your eye. So you just want to kind of press that in if you're using concealer. And then we're going to use the blending brush and just go like this, right like so. See how much better that is? And you can continue to just like fix it as much as you think it needs before it's perfected. And press that in. Like that. So then I'm going to take my angled brush, go into the color Throne again, that green, and add more in the corner where I feel it needs, and kind of start to blend that concealer where we had that before, and in the crease. You're basically just adding more to kind of deepen the look. And then I'm taking a flat brush with the color Sphere. Check that color out. It's like a highlighter. Tap it off and go right over the concealer that we just did. And then I'm going to go ahead, clean off that brush, and blend the two together. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to take my cleaned off blending brush and just go back and forth in my crease with both of the colors. Like so. And then, last but not least, I put white eyeliner in my tear duct. I'm like trying to remember what I did. I always do this because it makes the eye look bigger. And I always water. And then mascara on the bottom. Oh wait, no, I lied. Before you do that, take that A12 brush that we used when we originally started the crease and take some of the Throne again, which is this green color, and go right underneath. A little bit more. And then mascara. I would always do my lashes last, so I don't really recommend putting them on first. They're kind of a pain to work with when you put them on first. And then last but not least, we're going to use our Huda Beauty highlighter palette. And I'm taking a very small Spectrum A15 brush, and I'm just going to start by taking some of the Northern Lights color and putting it right in the tear duct. And then I go on by spraying that same brush, and it picks up more product. You can always add setting spray to your brush and then use the shadow, and it will pick up more product and make it pop a little bit more than, you know, just dry. Just keep doing that to however much you want in there. And then I did the same underneath my brow, but I didn't wet it. I just put a little bit to highlight that area. That's why I'm doing it, because it's like a pop of color. A little bit more here. And that's that. Easy as pie. Spray your face with setting spray so that it all stays on there. And because I'm dry, and this is what you got. Pretty fun, pretty different. This little lash needs to go down. But never be afraid to try colors, especially around the holidays when it's socially acceptable to, you know, be doing fun things like trying out sparkles and reds and everything else. So I hope you enjoyed this. I have a ton of new stuff coming because I have a ton of new makeup, but I also was thinking about doing looks for the new year and New Year's makeup. That's when people really like to sparkle. So if you'd love to see that stuff, please let me know, even though I'll probably do it anyways. So I hope you had a great Christmas, and may your new year be amazing. Merry Christmas. Bye.